Hey guys, it's X bringing you another League of Legends match. This one is going to be another normal game, and last time we saw me play Vayne, which is my worst role as the AD carry down bottom lane. This time I'm going to be going back into the jungle, but as a champion I'm not 100% familiar with. I'm going to be playing as Skarner in our purple jungle, alongside Ezreal and Alistar in the bottom lane. Gangplank is going to be going top, and Ryze will be in the mid versus the blue team, where they're going to have Vigor in the middle lane, Yorick up in the top lane, Rengar in the jungle, and Sona and Ezreal versus me and Alistar. Sorry, no, actually I'm not going bottom. Ezreal and Sona going bottom lane, so my contender is going to be Rengar over in their jungle, and he's kind of unpredictable. I like his ultimate. I like the way he functions. He's got all sorts of complexities to him, and that makes him difficult to play against, but also fairly difficult to play as well, from what I've heard anyway. He's not a very straightforward champion. He can be sneaky, he can be played straightforward if you want to. There's a lot to him, really, and I don't think people have fully tapped into his potential yet. And I think there are other older champions who have not had their potential fully tapped either. In either case, that is neither here nor there. I will be starting with cloth armor and some potions.
This world is so strange.
Wish a good luck, have fun to the enemy team, and I guess to everybody in general. And I'm going to start over at the Wolves. I'm going to position Skarner right here to show my intent to start at the Wolves.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Gangplank is asking for a trade. He doesn't seem to want to go up against Yorick in the top lane. Yorick can be a tough champion, so he was asking if Ryze wanted to trade lanes so that Gangplank would instead be going up against Vigor and Ryze would be going up against Yorick. I really think Ryze should not go up against Yorick. Gangplank seems to be a little afraid.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
There we go, Ryze. I was about to ping him and ask him to cover this avenue to make sure that I stay protected. He really should just get in the bush, man. Standing out in the open like that's not going to do anybody any good. Whatever, we're just going to have to hope the enemy doesn't invade. Minions will spawn here very shortly.
Minions have spawned.
And now things get rolling. Very nicely done by my team. Provided me with plenty of assistance in clearing out the wolves, and we'll get here just in time. Still took more damage than I thought I would for having so much assistance. Ryze now making his way to the middle lane. Gangplank hiding in the bush to try and get an ambush attack off on Yorick. No, guess not. He wouldn't have gone for a kill, he would have just gone for a Q on him. Go ahead and use a health potion. I've got blue buff so I can spam my Q like crazy. The bottom lane. Both sides playing a little bit passively, nobody getting too harassy yet. Yorick and Gangplank exchanging blows. Actually, it looks more like Yorick is just pounding on Gangplank. Once I pick up red, I will go assist Gangplank with Yorick. It's those ghosts that Yorick has. Maining top lane the way I do, I've been up against a few Yorks, and those ghosts of theirs are horrible to go up against. Okay, let's get a potion burning.
I miss my kind.
I'm going to come up and try and get him. And Gangplank backed out at just the right time. Cool. Stick around for a moment. Nice slow. Gangplank pulls off the first blood. I really wish I would have gotten that instead. Ugh. Maybe I should have. Actually, I don't know what I could have done different there. I think that went as good as it could have for the most part. I like to look back at situations like that and try and figure out what I could have done differently. But I've got enough for my Madrids. A couple of mana potions. Maybe another health pot. Yorick's already back with that teleport of his. He's not going to lose that on any experience or on any CS. Gangplank, however, with first blood gold, that should help him out. I will cover for him. Got a few good abilities for sustaining against Yorick here. Okay. He's on his way back. Yorick is really being aggressive up top here, but I guess he kind of has to. So Gangplank's now got... Well, he didn't buy any damage. He's got cooldown reduction, but he didn't buy any damage. Gotta slow off on him. Not sure how he's moving quite so fast. Then again, he does have boots, so... Alright, it's time to get out of here. Moving to other places. Bottom lane is pushed up against the enemy turret. Rise had to be.
My stinger
If I get level 6, I can come back for Yorick.
The battle approaches.
I would normally use my W to try and get around the jungle faster, but I don't have my potions and I don't have blue. So I gotta be a little bit less spammy, rely a little bit more on my Madrids to clear out the jungle. So Rengar is up top, headed into the river towards this direction. I've got enough health to stave him off if he does decide to attack me here. If I were him, this is where I would be moving. I'd be moving to the raids right here to try and counter jungle. Not using my abilities, just letting my mana regenerate. Now, if you notice what I did earlier when I mentioned that I was going to go for level 6, I went for wolves first instead of wraiths so that I can go wolves, wraiths, and then golems so that I would be level 6 by the time I'm ready for a gank up top. Which I very much am, right? Now, Yorick's got a ward in this part of the jungle right here. So whenever I do move in, it has to be very quick. I'm going to pull him under turret. There we go. So quick, and my frame rate lag didn't help me there either. It's a good escape on his part. Let's go and push this turret back, or push this minion wave back. Oh, Yorick actually fully went back to buy. Okay, so we'll drop a pink ward there for no reason, huh? Oh, for Rengar, I guess, but I don't know. Yeah, Gangplank's cussing now. He's like, dang it, I didn't mean to do that. Now I'm taking too much damage. He's coming after me. Oh, he's got his ghost out too. He used his ult for essentially no reason. Yorick has some very strange behavior. Good job. Thank you for trusting me. You're welcome.
My stinger
I don't know what you mean by that, but you're welcome. Alright, I've got no health, no mana. I've got 1,000 gold. It's time to put that to use. I've been spending a lot of time top lane, but that's for a couple of reasons. Yorick is very tough to deal with if he snowballs. And also because, you know, mid and bottom, first of all, seem to be doing okay on their own, and secondly, they've been pushed up against turrets too much, and I've just happened to be in the top lane area this whole time, so I've been kind of sort of camping top. It plays out that way occasionally. I don't always finish my Wriggle's Lantern, but I am going to this time. Get some health potions ready. You know what? I'm going to stick around and get a ward too. A lot going on down bottom.
we await our time. The crystal scar is weeping.
Rengar by himself, perhaps? He is by himself.
An enemy has been slain.
Ryze taking a kill in the middle lane. Gangplank's still warring with Yorick up there. I'll back away, let Ezreal continue getting his CS, let him do whatever he wants with that lane. I didn't want to push it, I wanted to let him decide whether or not he wants to push that lane or lock it frozen there. I haven't been down in the bottom lane, so I don't know how it's going for them. Ryze could definitely use this. There you go. Ryze makes very good use of cooldown reduction as a champion, and he was low mana, so... Gangplank again in trouble top lane. I've got to go rescue him, he's having such a tough time up there.
I see the wisdom in that.
Yorick is level 8. I'm level 7, about to be level 8. Alright, so Gangplank just smart cast his ult. Gangplank's actually been messing up a lot over here in the top lane.
The battle approaches.
Not gonna tank that turret this time. I am gonna push this lane though. If Yorick wants to fight over there, we'll let him fight. Ryze coming to try and claim a kill. And I will go with...
I miss my
I need a good place to place my 2 wards. This is not a bad one.
This world is so
Has been slain.
Alright. Use my W to get out of here with a shield quickly.
we await our time.
Still got a mana potion, so I'm going to use it. Bigger MIA call. Bottom lane lost the turret, and I don't know when. I guess I was too occupied elsewhere to see what that was all about. Trying to make as much use of my blue buff and excess mana as I can. Okay, so now I've got my ultimate, I've got my W, I've got some mana, I've got some health. Yorick doesn't seem to want to pop out from this bush if he's there. He is not there.
The crystal scar is weeping.
Ezreal headed back. This has been a very top-heavy game for me because I've had to support Gangplank. He's made a few mistakes that he shouldn't have made. Not necessarily his fault, but he has made a few mistakes. Going for the slow on Sona. Putting the shield up. Okay, too much going on there. Hey, look, my score is 1-2-3. Let's see what killed me there. That's a good indicator of what kind of boots I should buy. Mostly magic damage. Mark treads. Now should I go tanky? I should probably go tanky. But what sort of tanky item do I buy? Let's start with the Heart of Gold.
This world is so strange.
When you're not sure what you should buy next, a Heart of Gold or any gold per 10 item is probably a good idea. Because it gives you an item to have, in this case, an extra 200 health for myself, while I decide what I'm going to build next. Also, gold per 10, or sorry, the Heart of Gold is a really good idea on Skarner generally, because not only does it give him that extra gold income, but it builds into a Randuin's Omen, which is a superb item on Skarner. And I've got some decent armor. I think I need a little bit more magic resist. Our Ezreal spending some time bottom lane, just gaining some CS. Headed top because there's a large minion wave that I'd like to get a piece of.
We await our time.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Sona's hanging out. Oh, she's destroying our wards.
I'll show you, monstrous.
Speaking of wards. Gangplank trying to escape, but he's got way too much on him for him to actually make it out. We are going to pinch these guys in.
An enemy has been slain.
Use my ult to pull Rengar in. Wow, Ryze wasn't having any of that. Okay, very low on mana. Just be careful about how I approach this.
I see the wisdom in that.
Considering another recording option besides Fraps, I don't know of any good ones.
We think alike, summoner.
I know Ryze would really love this, but I think I'm going to nab myself blue buff this time. There we go. I always have mana problems as Skarner and as Master Yi.
This world is so strange. On all lanes.
Man. I forced the flash out of him, but... You know, even if I would have grabbed him with my ult, we didn't have the damage to take him out. Yeah, Alistar stayed back to save me, which was cool of him. I didn't want to waste that by jumping in a vain attempt to save him.
Wait our time.
I've got blue buff, I can't lose it to them. Considering I essentially took it from Rise. So when I was clearing out the ward, I just placed out my dragon. And they're probably going to get dragon themselves.
I miss my kind.
Attacking creeps out here in the jungle to make sure I get my health back. Rise taking my rates, I'm perfectly fine with that, considering I have blue.
On all lanes.
Spamming my Q against these minions because of blue buff. I'm spamming everything I have, really. Alright, so I've got my slow, I've got my damage over time component. Gangplank's cursing me out. I do all that good for him in the early game, and we get along buddy-buddy and chummy-chummy. I come and take a minion wave, and he gets upset. The typical League of Legends player, man. It doesn't bother me, it's to be expected by this point. Okay, so I've got Ghost and my ult up. Kaboom!
We think alike, summoner.
Frame rate issues getting me again. Yes, they took dragon. About the time that I said they would. Okay, be very careful, Israel. Wow, very, very well timed flash. It's not really a flash, but I don't know what that ability is called.
My stinger is ready.
Looks like they're headed bottom. Well, someone is. Rengar is. York is also missing. There's Rengar. But he doesn't seem overly aggressive, so I don't think he's got any help. I'm completely out of mana, and I've got 3,200 gold.
The crystal scar is weeping.
Go for Randuin's Omen. Or I can pick up... You know what? Let's pick up a Sheen. Good on him. And a Phage. You know what? As long as I'm building this much of Eternity Force, let's go for the gold, shouldn't we? We're good. Wish I could have made room for some mana potions, but... guess I can't. The Sheen does increase my maximum mana, so that will alleviate the trouble a little bit. Okay, so Meeker just absolutely obliterated one of us. Everybody out, everybody out. Woo! He almost did it again. Wouldn't be surprised if they dove into our jungle from here.
This world is so strange.
Let's go take a look. Vigor's running away, trying to take my blue. Nicely done, Ezreal. Now I will claim blue.
We await our time.
Ryze is here, so I kind of have to give it to him. Let him have it.
The crystal scar.
It doesn't make as much sense for me to have it as it does him. It does make my playtime easier, but he's more effective with it. It just means I have to be a little smarter with my mana. Very weird ult by Gangplank. I understand what he was going for, but still a very weird ult. Still tanking the turret for my team, backing out because I'm tanking too much of it. There we go. Excellent. Excellent. Whoa. So I backed away at the wrong time. There you go. Oh man. Ryze with the Rune Prison. Oh, but he still doesn't get away. He gets a ghost thrown on him. Yorick's ghost himself is about to die. Ezreal gets away. Ezreal not doing too bad. Yeah, Ezreal 4-1. I can get behind that. Yeah, I made a mistake there. Ryze threw a Rune Prison out on Vigor, and we could have killed him if I would have kept pushing, but at just that moment I had pulled back, thinking that Vigor was going to get away either way. So... I don't know. If I had reacted like a millisecond sooner, we probably would have gotten him. Sona moving around. I don't think she's got oracles anymore. I didn't see it on her. And oracles is probably something I would be a likely candidate to buy. Ghost after ghost. Ryze. I don't know how many the enemy team has, though. Ezreal is nearby. Our Ezreal. Their Ezreal is also nearby. So I gotta be very careful. And I can't seem to target those ghosts whenever I right-click them. There we go. I guess it's just the way their models look that seem weird to me. We should go for Dragon. If nothing else, we'll force a fight, and I think we win team fights. Grabbed Vigor before he could stun. Killed him. There's that Ezreal ghost. Or there was an Ezreal ghost. Go Rise. My goal there was to grab either Vigor or Ezreal before they can do the things that they do. And Ezreal was able to stand around and keep shooting, but that's because I grabbed Vigor. We took him out, and he wasn't able to crowd control us at that point or deal his damage. And so that made it all the easier for my team to get around doing what they do. Out. No, turret. No. Get away from me, turret. So mean. Dash in with Ghost to get the kill. Come over here and steal their blue. Regenerate a lot of health in the process. There we go. I love having blue buff on Skarner. Alright, so I've got enough gold now to finish my Trinity Force. That is almost definitely what I'll be doing. I don't know if you could tell, but earlier in this game, I was still kind of getting used to Skarner again, trying to get the feel of the controls down. But now I think I've got it. Okay, we've got to be very careful. No, Alistar. Oh, he was just warding. Good. So the enemy team has warded this place up. I'm going to go back, buy my Trinity Force, hopefully at Oracles as well. Yes, I will definitely have enough to buy a Trinity Force and an Oracles. And then I'll start working on my Randuin's Omen. Trinity Force. Oracles. Randuin's start. I'm not using my Oracles yet. I have it in my inventory, but I'm not using it. Oh, Alistar's got one too. Perfect. There's a team fight breaking out down here that I wasn't ready for. Saved Ezreal there. Oh, nice snare. Very beautiful snare. And then there's a slow afterwards. Sona ulted to get the stun off. That's fine. Do a little bit more counter jungling. Pop my oracles now. Perfect timing. Take out that ward. Check around here for any other wards. Baron is yelling at me, saying hi to the YouTube crowd.
We await our time.
Check back here. This is a popular spot for wards, as is this bush. We've all been around this area. Alistar's been here with his oracles as well, just double checking, making 100% sure the enemy has no vision of this area.
Enjoy your visit to the depths of the sea,
Gangplank busting out his taunt. Our ward here is about to go down. I'll place another one preemptively, since I'm not going to be in the area when that one does finally finish in 16 seconds. Ezreal's calling that there's a ward there. I will go snuff that out. Thank you, Ezreal. I'll go check Dragon for a ward. There's probably one around here too. Enemy team's doing a pretty... Oh. I'm telling you, this... Big fight breaking out, just took a big hit from Israel. But our Israel doing some work on our end. Go ahead and take out this ghost too, why not? York and his ghosts. Here comes the stun. My shield's up, but it's not gonna do me much good, is it? Whoa! Oh no, Israel caught up with me. Rise! He can't do anything. He knows he can't do anything. Oh, did he end him? He did. He finished him off.
Shut down.
Wow, getting some killing spree gold as a result. Awesome. Alright, so maybe some magic resistance would be a better idea for me right now. Got 25. Yeah, health and magic resist. This is going to be a perfect item. And I'll pop in oracles as soon as I spawn.
I miss my kind.
That was a very, very bad shot from Ezreal. If he would have shot it straight down the middle lane, then he would have wiped out all of those minions. Gotten a lot of gold in the process, made it more difficult for York to keep pushing. Instead, he shot at York. He's yelling at me again. He did use his ult. I was already on my way here, but he did use his ult. I should have probably let him have it. It would have been much more worth it in that case. And Sona is wandering around out in this direction, placing wards, clearing out our wards. There's a ward right there. Let's go ahead and take that. It's a brand new, fresh one, too. Sucks for her.
On all legs.
They see us coming through this ward right here. I don't have smite up. Dang it. I don't have ghost either. Alright, again, Ezreal or Vigor are my targets. There's one of them. Well, I've got a large portion of their team held up over here. There's Gangplank with that ult in a weird spot again. Just always all over the place with that ult. Okay, so I got in behind their lines. I soaked up a ton of that damage. And I managed to grab somebody. I'm not sure who it was. There was a whole lot going on. I'm going to be honest, I lost track. I think it was Ezreal. I think even amidst my confused state, I did manage to grab Ezreal, prevent him from doing some damage. And I got a lot of them to use up, like Vigor, for example. I got a lot of them to use up their crucial abilities on me behind their lines, allowing my team to finish up. Alright, I don't think I want another Oracles. Then again, it is paying off because we are denying them vision, which is exactly what we want to do.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
1975 for this. Ugh.
We await our time.
I didn't want to leave shop without buying something, so I just picked up another Oracles. Look at how many assists I have up there in the top right. 16 assists. Always the assister, never the assistee.
I miss my kind.
Alright, let's see how many many wards I've got out here. Oh, there's Sona. Whoa, she like used her ult to stun me there to make sure I didn't kill her. She was afraid. I didn't build damage, Sona. You don't gotta worry. I'm not assassin right now. I built tanky. And you had your team nearby. It was a panicked ult on her part. She's playing safe. Oh, they got it. Okay, whole team's here. Going in. Nicely done by Vigor. Got Sona. Didn't mean to... Well, as long as we start the fight... Oh, perfect gangplank ult. Perfect gangplank ult that time. I got blown up by Vigor. But you know what? I started a good fight. We caught them in a very opportune position for us. Gangplank putting out that damage now. And Rise is still tanky and damagey. Tanky and as potent as ever. We pull out an ace. That's going to be a surrender vote on their part. I almost guarantee it. Waiting for it to appear down here. They have not surrendered. Okay. I'm fine with that, actually. Banshee's Veil will protect me against the stun from Vigor's ring of stunning. I don't know what it's called, but it's what stopped me right here. He dropped down his stun. I had busted Ghost and my W to get some movement speed to dash into the bush, but I got stopped cold in this area. And as a result, I grabbed Sona instead of Ezreal or Vigor. And I think if I would have grabbed one of those two, I wouldn't have died. I think the result turned out to be the same. I think we ended up acing them, which is what would have happened either way. But I think I wouldn't have died if I could have gotten past that stun first and then grab Ezreal.
The battle approaches.
Randuin's Omen coming up next.
We await our time.
Gangplank going for his full build. Oh, Rise. Rise going for his full build.
My stinger
Yeah, Rise has been doing very well.
we think alike, Skarner.
Scouting out their jungle. I might get caught here. Go. Take their blue. That's quite the detriment for them.
I miss my kind.
And quite the boon to me. Did you see Rengar on the map? He just pops his head out, see who just stole blue, and then he goes back in. Alright, my ward is up and ready. I'm gonna place it in their jungle.
Is weeping.
Keep tabs on their position. Ezreal is right here. Vigor. Grab Vigor, stop him from doing his thing, pull him into the fight. Kill him in the meantime. Going after Sona. Sona's using her Shurelya's. I'll pop my Ghost to keep up with her. Get my movement speed. Put the slow out there. There it is.
Has been slain.
And the enemy nexus we will now crack. Just going straight for it. No craziness. No craziness. Alright. GG.
Victory.
Okay, so that was a fun game. Ran on a little long. It's going to take me quite a while to render and upload and process this one, but it's going to be worth it. I think it was a fun game. I don't know how I managed to keep my train of thought so solid throughout the entire thing, but I did, and I had a really good time playing. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.